Stadium clad in silver and black, going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Set, hut. Not a roof. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Jackson. incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
He can't hang. Alpha. He's not going to get me. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yellow. What we got? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. Echo. Check. 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They're not ready for this.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Hey, watch it. Hey, bang, bang.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 6 yard. Check 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Go, Mike 50. Yeah. Hey, run it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Rush in.
Now Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's coming. We got double up. Jam.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
43. 43. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the screen.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the slant. Easy. Mark 55. Mark 55. Seam 6. 55's my guy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. He is going to find Hill here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ricky, right on these two. Watch out. SOS.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Ridley. 53, check, 53. Outside. RT. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ready. Good team on it. Don't get nervous.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead.
And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Double dog. That's the way. You. Watch the edge.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
23 yards on the play.
First down, Kansas City.
15. Mike, 53. Fellas, let's go. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Williams. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, 43, 15. 53, Mike. I got one. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm scared.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Check.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch twist. Hey, 15. Charlie, 53 at the mark. All day.
On the ground, this is Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight down. There you go.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Yellow. 53. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Attack. Slam. Hey, Sunday.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And again, it's Mahomes. Finding Williams once more, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Attack, attack. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right now. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike, 53.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The end result, 21 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road.